Hey, what's up, Jesse? So I thought I'd make a quick video for you. This would be a lot to type if I typed it, so video would be a lot better. Plus, man, I haven't talked to you in a long time since like high school. So first, before we talk about anything else, I hope everything's going well for you, man. Hope I haven't really seen you since was that 2010, 2009. It's been a while, so hope everything's going well. I definitely would love to get together and train. You're pretty close, so I can come to wherever you work out, whatever we have to do. But that'd be awesome. So anyway. The reason I asked the question was supplements are a big deal, especially in the whole fitness world or people trying to get healthy. It's a heavily marketed brand, if you will. Everyone loves to push supplements. Everyone loves to sell you stuff you don't really need. And, I fell a victim to it. Right after I graduated high school and I wanted to get fit, I was done playing football, done being, what do we call it, the JV superstars with the little JV superstars. So, I was fat. I want to get in shape, so I bought a crap load of supplements. Like, it was disgusting. $400, $500 a month. Bodybuilding.com, GNC. I have all the receipts. It's because like I believed all that stupid stuff. I believed all those dumb ads, and but I've learned, and I definitely want to share that with you. One, I don't want to tell anyone to take anything I don't personally use or haven't tried. I don't want to sell anyone something they don't even need. And I just want to help you out as best I can to get the best results you can. So when it comes to supplementation, there's a hierarchy of needs, if you will. And one of them is a post-workout setting. It's the only time supplements are a quote-unquote go-to thing. It's the only time they can really benefit you over a whole food thing like a bread or any other whole food that you buy at the grocery store. And that's simply because speed is really important. It's really important to get your body into the state of recovery. So that's why supplements are better than whole foods, because we can do the food engineering and the engineering behind it to make the digestion quicker. So when it comes to that, two things: carbs and protein. And we'll touch on the protein first. Let me back up. Before we get to that point, what happens in a post-workout setting? So when you work out, you're training, whatever you're doing two things. You're depleting your body of muscle glycogen, which is your body's energy source. And two, you're creating micro tears in whatever muscle group you're training: chest, arms, shoulders, legs, back, whatever. So two things. You have to take protein and a carb source. So when it comes to protein, you want to look for a hydrolyzed whey isolate protein. Really scientific terms. Hydrolyzed. What does that mean? Hydrolyzed is basically just means pre-digested, so your body can digest it quicker. So one way to look at what hydrolyzed means is envision one of those Starburst rolls with all the little individual squares. Basically, it's like breaking up the protein, the long chain, into those little individual squares. So instead of eating this really long tube of Starburst, you get those little individual squares so you can eat them quicker. It's the same idea with protein. That's what hydrolyzed means. And then you want to whey isolate concentrate, whey isolate, because that's the fastest digesting protein you can have. Personally, I use Formula 1 by Phorm, and a couple reasons. One, it's exactly what I told you. It's a hydrolyzed whey isolate. Two, it tastes amazing. So, like, phenomenal. This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'll send you a sample. If you give me text me your address, whatever, I'll get it to you as fast as I can. It is the best tasting protein. I mix it with water. I don't even need to use milk. It tastes like drinking the milk out of the bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And if you don't like that, they have plenty of other flavors. I can happily get one for you. So just let me know. But one of the things is protein came from milk. It came from the process of milk. So when they made milk, they dried out all the stuff, and they had all this like excess. And that's how the protein industry kind of started to be created. But that protein was wet, so they have to dry it out. Obviously, the fast way to dry something out is basically light it on fire at a really high temperature. But then you have all those nasty side effects. It tastes chunky, it's chalky, it tastes disgusting, you're gassy, it makes you sick. And that's why people are like, you want to drink a protein shake? You're like, no, that crap tastes disgusting. And that's one of the reasons. It's because people burn it at really high temperatures, or they use chemicals to separate out the liquid from the protein powder itself. And what they do at Phorm is they do a low temperature process. So one way to envision this is a chicken breast. You have one chicken breast that you throw in the grill at 700 degrees. It's black, it's shriveled up, it's charred, and drowning it in barbecue sauce, Frank's Red Hot, ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. Still tastes like crap because it's so burnt. Or you throw a chicken breast on the grill at 100 degrees. It stays on there for hours, slowly roast. It's white, it's juicy, it falls apart as soon as you touch it, and you don't need any condiments. And that's what Formula One is. That's why it is a great product. If you wanted to know the technical term for what they do, it's a low temperature cross microfiltration, cross flow microfiltration. Essentially what it means is it tastes phenomenal because they don't use other processes like that. And then when it comes to carbohydrate source, you want to look for a pure dextrose anhydrous glucose crystal. Really scientific term for saying this is a product where it replenishes your body's glycogen stores, the energy source. It tastes great. You can mix these two together if you really want. Personally, I leave them separate. They both taste phenomenal to me. Sorry, I lost my train of thought on that one. They both taste phenomenal to me, and a lot of people will just take the protein post-workout. And while that's great, it's phenomenal you're doing something post-workout, you're missing out on a lot of the benefits. Because our body has an order of operations, if you will, kind of like in math, where it wants to first replenish the glycogen stores and then repair the muscles. So if you're only taking a protein source, it first sends the protein into the glycogen stores. It does some biological process, converts that into glycogen, and replenishes those stores, so your body does not repair the micro traumas in the muscle as well as it could if you gave it a product to replenish those glycogen stores. So this one is designed to restore the glycogen stores. Sorry, it's opposite hand, confusing me. And then this one can repair the micro tears in your body. Now, why do you want to take all this crap, right? I don't want to make you spend a bunch of money if it's not going to help you with anything. And then I'd just be what you could call a con artist. The reason why I take it is it helps your body recover. So for my personal competitions, I powerlift, I squat very often back to back. And before I took these products, you'd be sore, you'd be tired, and you just wouldn't want to go back to the gym the next day. But with these products, my recovery is a lot better. I'm a lot less sore, and you'll notice a difference too. And what that does is it allows you to train harder the next day. Because me and you have probably both experienced, our training is always the best when we feel rested, when we're not sore, when we're not still recovering from the last workout. And the other thing is, whenever you want to bring up a weaker body part, whatever that might be, or whatever you want to do, you do it more often to get better at it. So, for example, I know you said today you're going to run. Let's say you want to train for a half marathon, where you're going to be running a lot. And if you can recover better from your workouts, you're going to be able to push yourself harder and harder each time. So that's definitely why I recommend these products. The link to them will be in the text part of the response to you. If you got any questions, Jesse, I'm more than happy to answer them. I know that might have been a lot to throw at you at once, but I know you're pretty well advanced in the weightlifting world. I remember you threw around some weights a little bit in high school, so feel free to reach out to me if you need anything else. I hope to get this challenge kicked off shortly, working out to find a couple, finer details, and I look forward to helping you out, man. Look forward to seeing you too. Have a good one.